I've been looking for the best headlights for the Cat Eye Chevy for years. In the comments, you guys have been begging for it, and I think I just found it. This right here, this is the best headlight that I would recommend for the Cat Eye Chevy. I'm gonna show you how to install this, but first I wanna show you the real major issue with your lights that you already have installed in your truck. Now I know 2003 had its fair share of issues, like always using a halogen bulb in reflector housings, low beam, high beam. They're all bulbs that are going to burn out eventually. Down here we've got incandescent T10 bulbs, and then we've got other bulbs right here, all incandescent, that will burn out over time. I had to replace all of these bulbs just for this video, and I'm not just saying that. They were a mess, to be honest. Even the halogen bulbs were like 2 different colors. Now these aren't even the stock headlight housings. You already know yours are terrible. They have an amber side marker, but this one is a clear housing. You could probably get this housing for $100, but then you still have to buy the bulbs. But then they say things like it's fully sealed, you're not gonna have any moisture in it. It's got silicone and a moisture vent. Well, look at this crap right here. This is moisture and it looks like crap. If you want to put LED bulbs in there, sure, you could have LED bulbs in here and get a better light output. But I would rather have something that's a complete LED housing like the AlphaRex housing. I'm gonna get those installed. I'm gonna tell you all about those. This AlphaRex headlight is specifically called the Alpha Black. It's got this beautiful piano black finish on the inside of this headlight housing. You're probably asking yourself, why do I say this is the best headlight housing for this Chevy? Well, when you use the features, this is it. The startup feature, first off, is super cool. And there's a lot of different things that go into this headlight housing. As you can see right now, this daytime running light is holding solid at an amber, but you can also just reach inside the back side of the housing and switch it to have a white DRL. I'll show you over there in just a second. AlphaRex calls these projectors right here ice cube projectors, and there's 3 of them on the top portion of this headlight housing. Now, when you switch between low beam and high beam, you're going to tell, it's kind of hard to show on camera, but these 2 projectors right here are bi-LED, which means that they do both low beam and high beam. This one right here seems to be a dedicated low beam projector, which definitely packs a punch, and I'll show you guys the light outputs in just a second and try to compare them to the halogen bulbs that we just showed you guys. Again, this is an all LED housing. It's completely LED. You're not going to AutoZone, Napa, and all this place to try to find the right bulbs for your vehicle after you bought your aftermarket housings just so you can see better at nighttime. It's all integrated inside, it's plug and play, and all of the wiring came included. When you turn your headlights off, you're gonna notice the parking light. Again, it goes all the way across here. You've got LED side markers versus those T10 incandescent bulbs your original lights had, and then it also comes down here. Now, these are dual intensity brightness, which means that this is also the daytime running light, but it gets brighter when you're driving around. Here's another thing you can't do with incandescent turn signal bulbs that are a slow on, slow off. This right here, a sequential LED turn signal. As you can see, it's scrolling, and it does that on both sides, obviously. But whether you got the amber or the white daytime running light engaged, it's always going to be an amber turn signal, so that's really cool. These are DOT compliant, and that maintains your compliance. All of us at Headlight Revolution have tested AlphaRex headlights for a very long time, and these ice cube projectors do a good job. We do sell AlphaRex on headlightrevolution.com because we've found out that they're one of the best headlight housings out of everything you can buy. And believe us, we've bought a lot of headlight housings to test. What I'm gonna do now is just show you guys the light outputs. I'm gonna back this thing up 10 meters from the wall, and I'm gonna use a digital lux meter. I'm going to measure the actual usable brightness first of those halogen bulbs, reminding you guys that those halogen bulbs we did have to replace to have fully functional brand new halogen bulbs that were the same color for this test. Once we give you guys the benchmark, we'll then show you guys the actual usable brightness of these ice cube projectors on low beam and high beam, just to show you how much brighter they are, but it's pretty apparent that this is gonna be a much better improvement for your Chevy. Now this is what your stock halogen lights look like from this Chevy, and straight away you're gonna notice that dingy yellow color. The light output wasn't that bad. The beam pattern is not that bad, but I still can't get over the fact that we have to replace these halogen bulbs so often. I only measured 404 maximum lux at the brightest point on the wall. Compared to the AlphaRex low beam, it's night and day. Quite literally, it's 101% brighter. I measured 811 maximum lux, but straight away you're gonna notice the improved colors. You get that nice, modern, bright white color. You've got a better cutoff line, so you're not blinding oncoming drivers when you adjust these headlights up or down, just right for your vehicle setup. And you gain width, so you can see better into the ditches with these headlights. Now you do have bi-LED projectors. There's actually 2 out of the 3 on each side. They are bi-LED, which means they do both low beam and high beam. So we're not gonna see a massive improvement on high beam. Your stock high beam was 807 maximum lux, and I measured 808 maximum lux on a high beam here. So about the same, but you get that improved color, and oftentimes you're just driving around with your low beams on anyways. So to have 100% improvement of light output, that's a win in my book. Not only are these insanely bright, but they have a 2-year warranty from the factory. Because I'm a nerd and all I do is test headlights on a bunch of random vehicles, if you think that there is, or if you know that there is a better headlight housing than this, please post it in the comments below. I truly believe that this is the best headlight housing that you could purchase for the Cat Eye Chevy, and I want you guys to get them at headlightrevolution.com. Go there today, because we've also tested off-road pod lights, interior lights, and so much more that you can install in your Chevy that's gonna last a lifetime.